Hello and welcome to this Parallax Quick Byte. We're going to have a look at how to program your RTC module, your real-time clock module's date and time parameters with the data from a GPS module. So let's just take a look at the hardware first. So we've got P2 Edge module with the mini breakout board, prop plug and the DC barrel jack cable to provide power. And then over on the right we have the real-time clock module and also the Parallax GPS module. So they just plug together like so, and you'll see that I've got the GPS module connected with cables. The black is ground, can go to any ground pin on the mini breakout board. The red is 3.3 volts, so that can go to any 3.3 volt output on the mini breakout board. They're labelled with V and then a number. And then finally the brown cable is the signal cable, so that just goes to one of the signal pins. I've got that connected to pin 24 in this example. So let's take a look at the code, and should be there. There we go. Right, so code very similar to the simple RTC example, so you can find that in the QuickBooks somewhere else. Quick Bytes, sorry. We just set up the our clock settings, whatever we've got. In this case I'm using an Edge module, so 20 megahertz crystal and 180 megahertz clock is good for this demo. The RTC base pin is 16, that's where it's plugged in, and as you just saw I've connected the GPS receive cable. That brown cable was connected to pin 24. I'm not using TX in this case, transmit, so I'm not having to, I'm not programming the GPS module, so I've just set that pin to -1. We're not using it. You could connect that, and perhaps if you want to see that demonstrated in a later demo, just ask, and we can maybe demonstrate how to program a GPS module. But for now, we're just reading its data. GPS board is 9600. That's the default baud rate of the Parallax GPS module, so just leave that alone unless you've enabled your TX functionality and changed it. So the main routine, we start the RTC, we do various things with the RTC as per the previous demo, but what we've done here, we've commented out the set time and calendar manual settings, and we've added a new feature here to set the time from GPS. Now I'll just run this code quickly before enabling the GPS update, so we can see what the time and date is now. So yeah, it's sometime in 2010, so long time ago. Obviously that's just a bogus date I've put in. Now I'll just close that and I shall uncomment that command, so it will set from GPS. We'll just quickly flick to the camera view, make sure we've got signal. Yeah, blue LED is on there for the fix, so we do have a current valid GPS signal. That is important. And yeah, just press F10 again. I'll just reload that code. So hopefully this will all work. So waiting for valid signal, it's got the date, it's got the time. And now we are 20th of December 2022, 12 o'clock. Yep, that looks about, well actually that's a UTC time, and I'm actually in CET, so my time here is 1 o'clock. So I've not implemented actually local time in this code. This is just showing the GPS time. The date is correct, and we are not a leap year, so we've got 365 days in this year. So that is all correct. So let me just close that. And I shall now uncomment that, because we do not need to update from GPS again. So when you download this code demo, that will be commented out, so you can just comment that in when you want to actually do the update. That'll allow you to run the code without the time and date being changed without you wanting it to be. So the rest I believe is all much the same, and we've just added this function at the bottom to do the set date and time business. It basically starts a connection to the GPS module, it waits for a valid signal, and then it just reads in the date, sets the settings, reads in the time, sets the settings, and done, and then closes up the resources to the GPS module again. Really as simple as that. But if you do have any questions, please do ask at the forums or in comments below the quick byte. And yeah, hopefully that will get you started using the GPS module with the RTC to make sure your real-time clock is always up to date. And of course, once you've loaded in the time, you could plug your GPS module and possibly use it somewhere else.